Here are some newly launched Fiverr services that you could be offering to make thousands of dollars on their site right now. Real quick, I have been freelance writing on Fiverr for over 8 years. My profile has made over $1.5 million. And as a Fiverr Pro seller, I have seen a lot of services come and go. So whenever Fiverr launches new services, this is a really incredible opportunity for you guys to be one of the first ones with 5-star reviews in the category, which means you get grandfathered in. The more 5-star reviews you have, the more clients you're going to get, not only now, but in the future. One of the main reasons my profile has made so much money is I understood the review policy early on, and I doubled down and I got as many 5-star reviews as possible. So before we jump into these newly launched services, one of my favorite things about freelancing, especially on Fiverr, is that you do not need a college degree to offer these services. All clients care about is a portfolio, and I'm going to link below to the other videos I've done going over how easy it is to make a portfolio, and it's free. All you have to do is some work for friends and family in exchange for a testimonial or one of their samples in your portfolio. But first, a word from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by 1-800-ACCOUNTANT, a virtual accounting firm for entrepreneurs, gig workers, and small businesses. 1-800-ACCOUNTANT provides tax services, bookkeeping, entity formation, payroll, and more, saving customers an average of $12,000 annually. I can attest this is possible, you guys. You guys know I got serious about my taxes and business formation last year, and it's going to save me thousands of dollars on my tax return this year. Praise the Lord. This stuff is very, very important. Rely on professionals so you can focus on growing your business. 1-800-ACCOUNTANT takes care of the boring stuff. Schedule a free consultation with an expert. I'm going to link to them in the description below. I just crack up every time I see my new hair. It makes me feel like Narcissa Malfoy. It's giving Slytherin. It's giving way too close of a relationship, mom and son type of hair to me. So it's funny because I don't have a son. Anyone who watches Harry Potter knows what I'm talking about. All right, it is time to dive into these new Fiverr services I highly, highly recommend you consider offering. So first up, we have AI artists. This is a huge one. Fiverr just launched a category specifically for AI services, but AI artists is the one that is really blowing up on there. Before people comment below and say they're stealing other people's art, this is incorrect, this is wrong. Listen, I am not commenting on the morality of the service. I'm just here to show you guys a service that is making a lot of money on Fiverr right now. How do I know that this is a brand new service, by the way? If you come up here on Fiverr, there's a button that says new next to the service. And fun fact, these services are ranked from left to right based on popularity. So logo design is the most popular service purchased on Fiverr at this time. AI services is only put over here because it's an entirely new category, but it gets a lot more traffic than lifestyle does right now. Although that doesn't mean that you can't make a lot of money in the lifestyle services. Anyway, when I scroll through here and I'm looking through these gigs, I'm seeing lots of reviews, especially for a service that is pretty new. I'm seeing a lot of people with over 50 reviews on their AI artistry service. So if I click on this person's, for example, starts out at $70, goes up to $150. Here's their description if you want to pause on it, and here's what they're offering. So a lot of these services are priced out in a way where this person is probably making anywhere from $40 to $50 per hour on the service. It's probably taking them 3 hours to do this premium one, maybe even a little bit more, but as a new service, that is not bad, obviously. So AI artistry is the first one up here. Next one, I found this interesting because I could technically offer this. Marketing advice. Fiverr just launched a bunch of advice style gigs, like as well as writing advice, which I may actually open. This was just launched and lots of reviews. Like, I will coach you on digital marketing. This guy has 318 reviews. Mind you, not everyone reviews their orders. So if you see 318 reviews, that means he's probably had 700 orders. $100, okay, so up to $400 for one-on-one coaching for a 5-hour package. That is not bad. After Fiverr takes their 20%, this guy's making about $75 per hour, giving advice on digital marketing based on his unique background. So if you're watching this right now and you have a very unique skill set from whatever corporate job you were previously at, you can be offering that in the form of advice on a site like Fiverr or Upwork. You know, I just always show you guys Fiverr because that is where I have spent most of my time the last 8 years. But yeah, if you look through here, lots of people making a lot of money doing this. So if you like to talk, not a bad gig. Next up, we have writing job descriptions. So I'm obviously always peeking at what they're adding to the writing and translation department because that is where I reside. But job descriptions is a new one. There's already people with a fair amount of traction in here. I could always start offering this as well. Maybe something I should consider. We click on this guy's right here. This is a kind of low-priced one, but not bad. It looks like fully written. Job description includes job brief for $125. So he doesn't really tell you the word count up here. If I scroll down here, I wonder if he does. No, he doesn't. That's interesting. Most writers go by word count, but I'm sure he has it, again, figured out where he's making $30 to $50 per hour. Yep, this guy goes off of just description instead of word count. Very interesting. But as you can see, these people are raking it in with job description. So if you're a writer, I would run, not walk, and go open this gig because it's new and your competition will be low. Next up, this one's very interesting to me, e-learning content development. The e-learning sector has exploded. The online course world is worth like $45 billion, something crazy. So it only makes sense that you can now come on Fiverr and find someone to prepare your online course content, course curriculum, or just create the course for you. Brilliant. Honestly, I would possibly even consider using this service myself. I would consider even buying this. So if you come over here, $90, basic curriculum, detailed object-based international standard, 2,000 words with one module quiz. This is interesting. I may have to check this out because this is probably something that I could offer since I have made over 10 different online courses. So I definitely know how to make curriculums for this. But yeah, this guy's making a lot of money doing this. Obviously, these people are putting in the work for this money. It's not like this is just falling out of the sky, but if you could be making $50 at home off your laptop, work 4 hours a day, then live your life according to your own desires, I think that is still much more worth it than sitting in an office and making $60 an hour, which many people do not do. Here's another example, 3 modules. So 3,000 words for $220, not bad, definitely not bad. I may look into this. So I found this one rigging. To be honest, I had to look up what this meant. So anybody who is into the rigging sector, 3D, 2D rigging, streaming avatars, etc., you're probably going to be like, oh, silly Alex, you should have known that. But now I know. So if we go over here, I will design a professional live 2D model for FaceRig, VTuber, whatever those are, and animate it. So I saw rigging is the act of animating a character. So correct me if I'm wrong below. But look, I mean, these are expensive packages. I'm sure it's rightfully so that it's that expensive. But for $750, what all you need is 4 or 5 clients a month, and you're paying your rent with this, which is pretty sick. So here's the description if you guys want to screenshot it. I love this stuff. Actually, I love anime. I really love Japanese art and everything. So this looks cool to me. These things are only going to become more important in the future. We already have like virtual pop stars coming out. Yeah, there's tons of reviews in this category. So if you're someone who's into this, or if you are currently learning how to rig, I highly recommend offering this service on Fiverr. Website maintenance. So Fiverr has had different variations of website maintenance gigs out before this, but they finally launched an official service sector for it. So again, if you are somebody that has a website maintenance background, run, don't walk. And I highly recommend opening this service if you've been on the fence about it. Now that it has its own section, definitely do it. This person has so many reviews. They have probably done 3,000 orders for 1,100 reviews, which is amazing. $95 for their basic one, up to $155. I don't know much about website maintenance, but I'm going to scroll through this so you guys can just check it out. And as always, if you want to see any of these, you just come up. Make sure you are in buying mode, not selling mode, buying mode, to be able to see all this. Last one, business registration. I sent this to Bree, my business partner, because she has a background in this. She's a CPA. So I sent this to her. I was like, maybe it's time for you to make your own Fiverr and start offering things like this, because this pays a lot. And it's so worth it to hire someone on Fiverr to form your LLC for $150, because y'all know if you call up a lawyer to do this for you, you're looking at $700, $800, $900 for them to make an LLC for you. And I'm going to be honest, I've seen Bree do it. It's not that hard. So if you're somebody with a background in this, people are still happy to pay you $400 on Fiverr again, as opposed to paying some law firm $1,000 to do this. Here is all the nuts and bolts of what this person is offering. Here are the different states, because it varies by state. Brilliant. 230 reviews. Yep, they've probably done this 600 times. Look at, if something's $400 and someone buys it just once per day, like, that's amazing money you're making freelancing, again, from home, from wherever you live. Yeah, business registration. I mean, there's a lot of different things besides forming an LLC, like EIN, all this stuff. Oh yeah, my brain starts to wander when I talk. That's why I talked about 1-800-ACCOUNTANT at the beginning of this video, because my brain is definitely not business registration oriented. But if yours is, you can make a lot of money doing this, and it officially has its own designation on Fiverr. So definitely check this out, you guys. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this video. I have so many more coming your way talking about the different ways you can be making money online, especially using sites like Fiverr, Upwork, or LinkedIn. Nearly 60 million people in the United States are considered freelancers at this time, and that number is only expected to grow. So if you are considering joining us, that is not a rare thing by any means. Please don't be scared. And most people actually do this part-time, so you can double up and offer something like this while still working a full-time job, raising kids, doing whatever it is you do. Lastly, I wrote an entire book on this topic, Freelance Your Way to Freedom, which I will link to below. It includes pretty much every single thing I know related to freelancing, side hustling, and financial freedom. Have you launched any new Fiverr services recently? I would love to hear about them below, as well as your thoughts on this video. With that, I will be back soon with more freelancing, AI, and Fiverr content. Bye!